So what we're going to do now is we're going to get started. All right. What we're about to do now, everybody, is called the game plan interview. It has two primary purposes. One, it's going to give you the structure around which you can do this business that shifts probability, puts it on your side. Success, in many cases, in most cases, is just a matter of probability. If you don't understand what probability is, let me give you the quickest example I can. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the greatest example I can think of probability. If you've been there, you know that they have some of the greatest, most lavish hotels in the world, some of the biggest hotels in the world, 4,000 and 5,000 room hotels, gold chandeliers, just unbelievable hotels, Ferraris in the lobby, marble stuff everywhere. Not just one of these hotels, but hotel after hotel after hotel. The only reason why Las Vegas even exists is because probability says that when people play those games, the house wins most of the time. It's because probability says that the house wins most of the time that there is a Las Vegas. That means that most people lose most of the time. That's how they generate all that money. Can you win in Las Vegas? Yeah. But you have to beat the odds. You have to beat probability to walk out of there consistently with money. The longer you play, the more guaranteed you are to lose money. Why? Because probability is stacked against you. Now, most people, business is the same way. So the step number one of us giving you a system approach to this business, we're going to show you how to shift probability so that you become the house. You win most of the time. So that's number one, why we give you this class. The second reason why we give you this class is because if you understand how we systematically do this business, me and any one of my leaders can support you. So most people do this business part-time, which means you have this much spare time to do this business, which means when you do this business, you may need help or support. You don't want to just rely upon the person that sponsored you. In this case, I sponsored you, right? But in your case, you don't want to just be dependent upon your personal sponsor. You want anybody on the team to be able to help you. Now, in order for anybody on the team to be able to help you without knowing you, they kind of have to know what you're doing when they don't. So as long as you do the business like we recommend, they kind of know what you're doing, which means they can immediately help you. When they plug in, they can know where you are, and they know immediately, and they know how to help you, especially the leaders. The leaders can help you instantly. So that's why we give you the game plan interview. So first thing we're going to do is this. This is the part we're not going to actually do on this call, because I have people here personally, and this is their personal game plan interview, and we got tons of people that are involved in it. It's not really an open thing, and I can't do the end of the thing for all of you, but you need to know specifically what it takes for you to be successful in this business in terms of money. What do you want to make in this business? You need to know the dollar value. You need to clearly know how much money you need to make in this business for you to say it was worth your investment and worth your time. Now, when you tell us what that number is, we are all about and committed to residual and passive income. So when you tell us, Earl, what I'm trying to make is an extra $500 a month, or Earl, what I'm trying to make is an extra $5,000, we're not trying to show you how to make a $5,000 commission. We're showing you how to build a machine, how to build a process, how to build a system that will pay you $5,000 a month without you when you walk away from it. That's the whole goal. That's the whole point. Now, in order for us to do that, we must separate your effort from your income. It's mandatory we separate your effort from your income. If we don't do that, then you play too much of a role in how much you make. Now, this is different than a regular job. So right off the bat, we're going to systematically teach you how to separate your effort from your income. In fact, we're going to teach you that you can't use your personal gifts, your personal background, your personal characteristics, your personal things that make you special. You can't use those to build your business here. We know you can use those out in the regular world. We know those are the things that make you special in the regular world. In this industry, those are your nemesis. Those are the things that hold you back. And this is why. This is the first big idea. Write this idea down. It's a concept, but it's the most critical concept you need to understand in this whole industry. We call it the conversation versus demonstration trap. The conversation versus demonstration trap. Whenever you go out into the marketplace and you talk about this business or the products or what you're doing or whatever, whenever you go out there and start interacting with people, two things happen. but they happen at the exact same time. This is the challenge. They happen instantaneously at the same time on top of each other. One's the conversation, is what you say, the word you say, how you say it, what you say. The second is the demonstration, what people see you do. The first is the conversation, what you say, how you say it, the word you use. The second is the demonstration, what people see you do. In this industry, probability says that most people join you or join your business based on the demonstration, not the conversation. This is a challenge for most people because their demonstration and their conversation are at odds. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's just say I was in a random business and I sold cell phones. And you start asking me about my cell phone business. And you had this question about what makes it different. What's the rate plan like? How is it different than Sprint? How is it different than Verizon? Who's behind the company? All these questions. You drop call. And I answer all these questions. I answer. That's a great conversation. But I just demonstrated to you in that moment what you need to be able to do my business. That demonstration is what people buy or don't buy. This is the thing. Most people do not believe that they can become an expert in anything that they're not already an expert in. If you're not already an expert in it, most people don't think they can become an expert in anything else. So when you start answering all these questions, when you start coming across as the expert, you're basically telling them subtly they can't really do this business. Most people will opt out. They'll tell you they're not interested. Sometimes you have enough social skill and enough social pressure to make them do your business anyway, even they don't really believe they can do it. Which is why so many people can find a way to get in a business, recruit a lot of people, and have none of those people ever sponsor anybody else. They don't duplicate. Because they can't do what you just did. So what we're going to teach you is idea number one, conversation versus demonstration trap. You cannot afford to be perceived as the expert in this business. You cannot afford to be perceived as the expert in this business. Your role in this business can be summarized in one job title, one thing, messenger. That's all you're going to be. Now what we're going to teach you for the rest of this class are ideas and concepts on how to be the best messenger you can be. But that's all you're going to be. And you're only going to take two messages to the market. One's a message about an opportunity if people are looking to make extra money. The other's about a service if people are interested in using our service. And we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. But your message, the message you take to the market, has one purpose. This is the other big idea you got to get down.